I looked around me and there was nothing but bodies. Bodies. Body parts. What happened to Gail? She didn't make it.
I couldn't reach her. I couldn't reach her, but I saw that she was gone.
I remember the details of the event as if it was yesterday because I relive it every night.
I remember the last time before the blast, when I was talking to her about how excited I was that we were finally going to visit my college. How we were finally going to get a break from school to go to Disney like we used to.
Disney World was our second home. My two oldest ones grew up in Disney World, literally. And we had annual passes, so we would go as much as we can. It was a place of refuge, a place that we can be a family. I went to Afghanistan. You name the worst places in Afghanistan, we were there. Whenever you have to stop and get out of a vehicle in the middle of Kabul, that's not a good thing. But I came home in one piece, 2 days before the attack in Brussels. I needed the downtime and spend time with my family and reconnect. So when my wife asked me if I wanted to go to Disney World, I said absolutely yes. And she had made all the arrangements to include the shuttle to Brussels, to the airport. I remember vividly on the shuttle as we were driving to Brussels, I had forgotten my glasses. I don't really wear glasses. I don't like wearing glasses. It reminds me how old I am. And I asked her, I said, "Can you read this for me?" I told her, this is why we have to grow old together. I need you to read things for me. And she said, yeah, that's right. Don't you forget that. We had 4 or 5 suitcases of clothes. To this day, I regret that we traveled so heavy with so many bags. That wasn't what we do, what I do. You know, whenever we travel with the 4-star commander, we never travel heavy. We always travel light. We don't ever stand in line at the check-in point so we can go through security. Never standing in one area. But that day, we traveled heavy. We were looking for the check-in point. The moment I stood in line, the bomb detonated.
That last moment before the blast, she was laughing. And the next thing I know, I'm on the ground and I'm screaming. There's bodies all around me. The smell of burnt skin, of blood, of ash was everywhere. I pushed the rubble off of me, looked towards Daddy and Mommy.
And she was laying on her back. Her eyes were open.
She wasn't breathing.
No, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I never saw her again. Someone yelled out, "Shooter, shooter," and I was shot.
And doctors and surgeons were around my bed looking at my leg. And it was cold, it was blue, and it was dead. There was an oxygen meter on my toe, and on the monitor it said 0%. Because of the severe blood loss, nerve damage, lack of bones, it would be better off to amputate. But as a last-ditch effort, they did an arterial graft from my right leg to my left. And so the nights after, I spent watching the monitor as the percentage slowly climbed up 1 by the hour. When you walk, you feel the pressure, you feel that there's hard ground beneath you. With this one, I just feel pressure shocking through my leg. Right now, I only have one goal, and that's in the 3 months I have until I go to college in the summer. I want to master running. And I want to be able to participate fully in any physical activities.
Either before or after the bomb went off, I got shot in the lower leg. We went through the muscle. No damage to the bone. But this leg, this part was severed, was hanging off.
He's having some laser treatments to displace the collagen in the scar tissue, and we put compression on it, and it causes it to flatten out and to smooth out. Scar tissue wants to thicken and shorten, and when it's doing that, it's pulling on everything, and it affects the range of motion. So if we can keep it flat and soft and supple, it also allows to help him keep the range of motion in his hand.
I was thinking about Mama.
Go wash your hands, please.
You have a great day.
I was living on, well, she wasn't.
It's easier to die. It's harder to live. When you die, it's the ones that you leave behind that have to pick up the pieces. All the family, friends, family, and all the people have come together to help us. I realized there's so much love of family, love of friends who came together to literally bring this family back from the brink.
When I went to the center, they asked me, "Do you have a goal?" And back then I was still in a wheelchair, but I said, "I want to stand up." And so I would practice in my room, sitting down, planting both feet on the ground and trying to rock forward, trying to get into the motion of getting up to stand on my feet. So many times I would fall. But if I hadn't started working on building up that muscle, that strength, I wouldn't be able to stand now. And I signed up to start college in the summer.
My wife, she loved roses. And so I buy roses every week. Every day they move forward, every day they live.